sometimes there's no words, guys, but it's unbelievable. This type of game, this type of atmosphere, you can't write it. You can't write it in a story. And it's so much fun to be in it with you guys. It's so exciting. When we're down, we're up, it's great. We yell at each other, we hug each other, we cry, we laugh, we do it all together. And now we've gotten to the point where we want to go. A one-game winning streak, and you are national champs. A chance to avenge yet another bad day of our season. You can't ask for anything more. You get to avenge the second loss. How great is that? Avengers! I gotta tell you, defense, amazing. Amazing. That's a good defense. Way to fight through. Stop go! Yes! We got one game ball. Here's my Spanish friend.
Dodging towards X. I was on the crease. My man kind of got off me a little bit. Passed it to me. Dunked it in.
How's it feel?
It feels great. I mean, this is what we dream of as little kids, and it's finally coming true.
I'll give you one shout out.
Ooh, that's rough. I'd say to the entire team.
Entire team?
Yeah.
All right, good job. Tell us a little about the game.
The game was a battle back and forth. Both teams knew a lot about each other, and it was important to just dig deep and play with your heart and just never give up. And we did. We prevailed and we came back in a big game.
What was the emotions you felt when that ball went in?
When Kyle put the ball in the net, it was kind of like I dreamed about it before, and reality really started to set in that we're going to the championship, and that our team did what we were meant to do.
You had 13 saves today. Was it one of your best performances?
I like to say so it was, just for the fact that we won, and I've never been past this stage in my college career, so I'd like to say hopefully it was.
They took a bunch of shots. Were you seeing the ball real well?
In the beginning I was, and then I got a little nervous in the second half because they started sneaking some rips by me, and that's a little bit frustrating as a goalie. But from there, the offense was able to help us out and get some goals when we needed them.
I'm losing you, a little dark. Here we go. 18 seconds left. Kid has the ball on a stick. They get the shot they want. What were you feeling?
Well, I knew he was going to get a shot off because I ran by our defenseman and we didn't get the slide there in time. But I was just really happy and lucky that he missed the net.
He went wide?
He went wide. Just a bounce wide, so I was able to watch it go right by. And I looked, and they had 1 second left in that last fourth quarter, so it was nice knowing that.
What was the emotions you were feeling when that ball went in the net?
Initially I didn't know it went in because I saw it trickle, and then that kid was making that save all day, so I wasn't able to tell if it went in. And then I saw Mahalik going crazy, so from there I kind of found out that it went in. That was nice.
Tell me the emotion that was going through you when that ball hit the back of the net.
It was kind of delayed. I didn't really know the ball went in until I saw everybody kind of cheering out. Then I just kind of ran on the field. It's just excitement. It hasn't really hit me yet, because I'm tired. But hopefully we keep this rolling, take it to Gillette, and take it to Limestone. So
I'll give you one shout out.
Gotta give a shout out to my boy Doherty. Doherty played 11 saves in the first half. Played great. Kept us in it the whole game. Only let in 6 goals the whole game against Mercyhurst is very, very good. Definitely a good rebounded from Limestone where he led in a lot. So that's great. Great job, Doherty. Nice job, man.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Hey, statistically, you had one of your best games. How did it feel? Take us through the second half, especially late in the second half.
Through the second half, we were down by 2 goals. We just figured we had to play as a team. We had to play together. Stats really didn't matter. I really didn't care what happened on the field as long as we all played as one. And coming back from being down 2 goals against the #1 team in the nation, we played together.
Sheets had 1 assist on the day, probably his lowest scoring performance of the year, and you were on him for the majority of the day. What did you do differently than other games?
I just kept my composure. You know, I didn't try and do too much. I didn't try and make that big, huge play. If it happened, it happened. I just stuck within the system and played relaxed.
What were you feeling with 18 seconds left with Mercyhurst with the ball?
You know, we talk about this all season, that we're the backbone of the team, and that the defense is going to be the one that picks it up and gets us through the big games. And I just had so much confidence in our team. I knew with Darty and Cage, nothing was getting past him, and we were just going to get the job done.
How does it feel to go to Boston?
Words can't describe it right now. It's a childhood dream. This is what I've wanted.
All right, so we're trailing 6-4 early in the 4th. You scored 2 big goals to get us back into even. Tell us a little bit about them.
Yeah, when we went down 6-4, I came off the field and went over to Coach Taylor, and all week they were saying that we have to stay together as a family and stuff. I went over to him and said, "We got this, Coach. Don't worry." Next, you know, we go back in there. I put one in, and our defense did a good stand after that and everything. And Doc was really big in net.
Now you scored 2 very similar goals. Where'd you beat them?
Same spot in the 5-hole, you know. All week we've been saying that the goalie's a jumper and he likes to bait high, so then we put it between his legs.
Tell me what kind of emotion you feel going to the national championship.
Oh man, probably one of the best things that you can ever experience. You know, like a little kid always dreams about it, like Sapko said, and hopefully we win out and everything.
All right, so we called timeout in overtime and you drew up a play. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
We noticed that before the timeouts that they were putting 3 poles up front, and so we thought we might want to put a dodging midfielder on there. So we put Kyle Sopko at attack. We removed one of our attackmen just to have a little bit more of a dodging threat. Now we knew that if they he had just prior to that scored a goal on a similar play. So we thought that if we could put Kyle Sopko, if they did pull him, we put him on his back pipe. We knew he'd be if we got the ball, if we dodged and they slid, we would get the ball to X and they would be able to have Kyle on the return. And everything just happened to work in our favor, and he got to get the goal.
This is your second trip to the national championship. How does this one feel compared to the other one?
To be honest with you, there's a lot of similarities. You know, you get to work with special kids all the time, and I just feel like this group is one of those groups that have, for lack of a better term, that mojo, that gift, and when they believe, you know, we believe in them, and when they believe in themselves, I think they can accomplish anything.
All right, so Kyle Sopko scores 2 goals for you guys today. Is that how you drew it up?
Probably not, but I'm real excited for him. You know, I couldn't be any happier for a kid like Kyle. Put him in that position. You know, he scored that 1 goal dodging, which, you know, we knew he was able to do, and then we brought him out there in overtime thinking we'd get a similar look, and to our surprise, he ends up on the finishing end of a goal, which is outstanding.
I'll have another one.
Your defense played great today. They held probably one of the nation's best offenses to 6 goals. Can you tell me a little about that?
Well, you know, Matt Loria, senior, really led the charge, and Ryan Doherty worked hard really all week in practice and bought into the game plan we decided to go with this week, and really just gave all, you know, just an amazing effort. You know, it was almost like they willed us to the victory. You know, when we were down by 2 and we needed to stop, we needed the ball back, they got it for us, and we were able to get the offense back on track and get back in the game and score the game winner.
Hey, you had senior Matt Loria on Sheets, their leading scorer. Held him to 1 assist. Can you talk a little bit about Loria's performance today?
All week long, Matt and I talked about and worked on the fact that Ryan Sheets really relies on guys getting out of position, trying to take the ball away from him. So we talked about him just staying in position, playing more positional defense, and he'll have an opportunity when he stops his feet to get a good check on him. Matt did a great job of understanding that process this week, and really, I mean, his intensity was amazing, and he really had a great day against him. I mean, he was in his pocket all day long, and Brian's a great player, and he had a tough time doing much of anything today because Matt was just all over. They were doing everything they could to try and get Matt off him by setting seals on the ball, the short sticks, the big little, like we call it, and And they did get a couple of times where they were able to accomplish that and get some leverage, but other than that, Matt did an amazing job keeping them in check.
Doherty finished with 13 saves. He had 11 in the first half. Can you talk a little bit about his performance?
Well, for Ryan, this was really a sweet revenge because the last time we came here, he felt like he really didn't give his best. We kind of lost the game. We lost the game 16-8, and that I think was in the back of his mind the entire time. He really wanted to come out here and prove to this, the Mercyhurst crowd and Mercyhurst faithful that he was a good goalie. In the first half, he really did an amazing job of really limiting their shooters. He ate up a lot of their good shots. They were trying to shoot at really small spots then, and they were missing a lot. And our defenders were doing a better job of getting the hands. But this is a team, Mercyhurst, that gets a lot of shots. They always get a lot of shots. They always outshoot their opponents. And we knew that. We just had to limit their good shots and let Ryan get a good look at the ball. And we did that, and we had an amazing day.
This is your second time going to the national championship, and actually first time beating Mercyhurst in their home field. Can you talk a little bit about both?
Well, Mercyhurst has a great home field advantage, and it's been a long time since Dowling has beaten them at Tullow Field, and that was back when I was an assistant, I believe, in '99. We've had a couple of games at off-sites where we beat them when I became a head coach, but we never got that opportunity. We've had some close games. So it was really rewarding to be able to go out there and actually, in such an important game, be able to get that first victory in a long time. Going back to the championship game is an amazing feeling. We just talked about it all week long that we really wanted it for this senior group because we know what this experience would do for them, how it would change them forever. And we really wanted that for this group. And last night at our dinner, we talked about, let the seniors talk about what this game meant to them. And from the crowd that came and the fans that supported us, every single one of them wanted to do it for them. And every timeout, every huddle we had, you could feel that energy from the fans and the thrill that they were willing us. When we were down by 2 twice, you could sense that in my defensive huddles, you could sense that the team did not want to let their families down. They really stepped it up.